Guess what happened to the ratings when Paige Bueckers played against Fever without Caitlin Clark? 20,000 plus people in the stands. The biggest number of fans watching a female sporting event in Texas. I'm telling you, Paige is the real deal. Paige Bueckers is the real deal. I'm telling you that. She's a more complete player. I watched them play against the Fever. They lost. They was down by 20, and they came all the way back and took the lead with like 2 minutes left, and then they gave up the ghost at the end. But Aaliyah Boston for the Fever and Kelsey Mitchell was unbelievable. I think Kelsey had 32. Aaliyah had 27. A lot of rebounds. Aaliyah Boston is an all-star starter. So imagine one starter in Caitlin, one starter in Aaliyah Boston, and then you got Kelsey Mitchell, who is your best scorer on the team, who also might make all-star. We got to see when they come out with the bench. But if she don't make all-star, I know she's going to get some votes because she's unbelievable. It's like watching how Kyrie played as a number 2. Like when you're a number 2 and you just got to find your point somehow, she's a microwave as a scorer, left-handed too. Gets to the paint, get to the cup, athletic, fast, really fast, and can shoot the three. She's probably the second best three-point shooter on the team. The first best is Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull is shooting the three at a 50% clip, y'all. And she's shooting a lot of them because that's all she's shooting in that offense. 50% clip. Let me see if I can pull it up. Points per game, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, field goal, 3-point percentage. 3-point made. Lexi Hull is number 1 in 3-point percentage at 50%. She's the best shooter on the Fever team. Look at her down there in the middle on the bottom row. Lexi Hull, 50% from 3. Right? The rookie, Tiana Popo from she plays for Atlanta. She came from South Carolina. She's one of the girls that came off the bench and shot the lights out against Caitlin Clark and the Fever in that national championship game. She's shooting at 48%. Right? So when they tell you, oh man, all the shooters are in a shooting slump, that's a lie. Right? Lexi Hull ain't in no shooting slump and nobody else on that list, right? But the best 3-point shooter on the team is Lexi Hull. But yet, Caitlin Clark shooting more threes than her. The second best 3-point shooter on that team is Kelsey Mitchell. She's the best scorer, best shooter, period, from everywhere on the floor. But as far as from 3 is Lexi, right? But Kelsey Mitchell is unbelievable. And when she got hot, here's one thing that a team that's coaching Paige Bueckers can do that you can't do for Caitlin Clark is when Kelsey Mitchell got hot, they called the timeout, and I'm watching this game. They called the timeout. I say, okay, what's the adjustment? You know what the adjustment was? They came out of the timeout, and for the rest of the game, Paige was guarding Kelsey. They had to use screens to get off of her. So that's one thing you can do with Paige, someone who was well coached by Gino at UConn. Defense is a focal point. Taking care of the ball is a focal point. So when you see Paige averaging the same thing as a rookie that Caitlin averaged, but with a better shooting percentage from all over the place except the free throw line. Caitlin's free throw was better than Paige. I think Caitlin's was like high 80s and Paige might be mid 80s. But everything else, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, turnovers was way down. I think Paige is averaging about 2 a game. And Caitlin was averaging 6 a game as a rookie. Right? She shot way less threes. Just overall best. And then you can also use her as a defender. Like they put her on the best offensive player, Kelsey Mitchell, to slow her down. You know how many blocks this girl has gotten? She's played in because she missed 2 or 3 games for a concussion. So I think she's only played in like maybe 10 games and she's got 11 blocks. And 2 steals. Like this girl can defend. She can play off the ball, play with the ball. She ISO. She don't need a screen to beat her man. The girl is unreal. She's the real face of the league. If you looking toward the future, I mean, we know as far as popularity, it's Caitlyn. Her name and her face is the name right now. The best player is Asia Wilson and Fusa Collier. The best player of the future is Paige Bueckers and Juju Watkins in college. It's not Caitlyn. Right? So maybe she need to go start her own league. I mean, she can take her popularity. You know, sometimes you got to do stuff like this. Sometimes, okay, I'd rather grow slow at a slow pace and eventually get there versus to sell the whole farm for one fan base. I mean, Caitlyn fans have admitted, if y'all don't pick her for the U.S. Olympic team, we're boycotting the Olympics. We're not watching the females. We want your ratings to tank. Like, they was purposely blacking out the Olympic Games for the females so they can come back and say, see, y'all should have took Caitlyn. Look at y'all ratings. Like, they was personally trying to sabotage the Olympic ratings by not watching, by blacking it out. Right? That was purposely doing it. And then now they're saying, if Caitlyn is hurt and not playing, we're going to purposely boycott and black out all WNBA games. And oh, by the way, we don't watch no other games anyway. We only watch Caitlyn. Like, this is insane work, nasty work, very nasty work.